We always hear these stories about people getting rich super fast.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that even like the wealthiest people in the world, like Warren Buffett
Right.
or Jack Ma, actually built most of their fortunes much later in life?
It's true.
Yeah, so we're diving into some excerpts today
Okay.
that really kind of explore this
Yeah.
idea of getting rich slowly.
It's a really fascinating concept.
Yeah.
And I think it really challenges that whole get-rich-quick mentality.
Totally. It's like everywhere these days.
Yeah.
So today we're going to try to figure out, like, what does that even mean?
Right.
Getting rich slowly.
Hmm.
And we're also going to uncover some of the hidden traps, I guess, that can totally sabotage you
Yeah,
when you're trying to build wealth over the long term.
for sure.
But most importantly, we're going to explore how understanding this whole concept can empower you to make smarter decisions on your own journey to building wealth.
Absolutely. Because let's be honest, that pressure to make a quick duck
Oh, yeah.
it can be overwhelming.
It's real.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like we're just conditioned to think that if we haven't, quote unquote, made it
Right.
by a certain age,
Yeah.
that we're like somehow falling behind.
Like we've already missed the boat.
Exactly. So this whole deep dive is really all about like reframing that narrative and trying to show you that slow and steady can actually win the race.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Yeah.
The data actually backs this up.
Okay.
So, for example, did you know that Warren Buffett, that guy,
Yeah.
he accumulated like 99.8% of his wealth
What?
after he turned 50?
That's wild. I would have thought, I mean, he's Warren Buffett.
Right.
I would have thought he would have had it all figured out,
You'd think, yeah.
like way earlier.
Yeah. But it really just shows you the power of compound interest over time.
Okay.
Now, I think most people kind of understand the basic concept of compound interest. Right. It's like you're earning interest.
On your interest.
Exactly.
Right.
But what I think a lot of people miss is just that time factor.
Right.
It's like a snowball effect.
Ah, okay.
In those early years, it's like, yeah, it might seem like it's growing slowly.
Yeah, yeah.
But then as time goes on, that snowball gets bigger and bigger.
Right.
And it's like, whoosh.
Okay.
It really starts to pick up speed.
So it's not so much about just like hitting a home run with one single investment.
No.
It's more about, I don't know, like consistently making those good decisions
Exactly.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like getting those base hits
Yeah, exactly.
instead of swinging for the fences all the time.
I like that. Okay, so it's not just a phenomenon for like the Warren Buffetts
No, not at all.
of the world.
In fact,
Yeah.
Jack Ma, who founded Alibaba, he got like 90% of his assets
Oh, wow.
after he turned 50.
So this is something that can apply to anyone,
Exactly. Yeah.
regardless of where you're starting.
It really reframes the idea of slow
Yeah.
as actually like steady and really powerful.
Okay, so we're starting to see that this whole slow approach isn't about being passive
No,
or just like settling for less.
not at all.
Yeah.
It's really about recognizing that consistent growth is powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about playing the long game.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But I have to admit, it talks about Li Ka-shing,
Okay.
and his company's value grew like over 5,000 times
Wow.
in 46 years.
That's incredible.
And it makes me think, well, can't we just like find a few of those like
Yeah.
super high return investments
Right.
and just speed up the whole process?
I mean, yeah, it's tempting to think that way, right? Like,
Yeah.
we all want to find that magic formula
Yeah.
to just like fast track our wealth. But honestly, chasing those quick wins
Yeah.
can be really dangerous.
Okay.
It often leads to more losses over the long term.
So what's the trap here that we have to watch out for?
So it's something called negative compound interest.
Okay.
And it's basically the dark side of compounding.
Okay.
Think about it like this. So let's say you have an investment and it gains 100% one year,
Okay. Yeah.
but then it loses 50% the next year.
Oh, okay.
You're basically back to where you started. It's
Yeah.
like taking one step forward
Yeah.
and then two steps back.
Right. That's tough. Especially, I mean, it's hard because when you see those big gains,
Right.
like initially,
It feels good.
yeah, it feels good.
Right.
But I mean, it seems counterintuitive to focus on avoiding losses
I know.
rather than just chasing those like big returns.
Yeah, I understand that.
Right.
But remember, we're talking about building lasting wealth,
Yeah.
not just getting lucky with a few risky bets.
Yeah.
Chasing super high returns, it's essentially gambling.
Right.
Yeah, you might win big once in a while, but statistically, it's not on your side.
Right. Right.
And those losses, when they happen, because they probably will, they can really hurt your progress in the long run.
It's like trying to get rich by playing the lottery.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. I mean, somebody has to win.
Right.
But most people are just losing money.
Most people lose, and with negative compounding, those losses, they can snowball just as fast as the gains can.
Oh, wow.
And then you're stuck in this vicious cycle.
And it's hard to break free.
It can be really hard to get out of. So let's say you get a 20% return one year.
Okay.
Then you lose 15% the next year.
Okay.
And it just keeps going like that, up and down. On the surface, it seems like you're still coming out ahead.
Yeah, because you're averaging a positive return.
Right.
Each year.
But over, say, 10 years,
Yeah.
your total return would only be a little over 10%.
Oh, wow.
And that's barely even keeping up with inflation.
Right.
That's the sneaky thing about negative compounding.
Right.
It can just slowly eat away at your wealth without you even realizing it.
So it's not just how big the losses are.
Right.
It's how often they happen.
Exactly.
Yep.
Even small losses, if they keep happening over and over, they can really hurt your overall return.
It's like those tiny little cracks in a foundation.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
If you ignore them, eventually,
the
whole house is going to have problems. So the anchoring effect is basically this cognitive bias that makes us rely too much on the first piece of information we get,
Okay.
even if it's totally irrelevant or misleading.
Okay.
So think about it like this. Let's say you get this amazing return on an investment, like 50% or something crazy.
Okay.
That experience becomes your anchor.
So then anything less than 50% feels like a letdown.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Even if you're getting 8% or 10%.
Yeah.
Which is really good over the long term.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as good.
Right.
Because you're comparing it to that initial high.
And then that could lead us to making bad decisions.
Yeah, it can, because you're always trying to chase that first high.
Right.
And you might end up taking bigger and bigger risks.
Right.
Trying to get back to that feeling.
It's like being addicted to a roller coaster.
Totally.
Right. Like you just keep going back for more.
Exactly.
Even though it might be dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good analogy.
So are we saying that we should never invest in anything risky?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Sometimes taking a calculated risk can be okay.
Right.
Especially if you're diversifying your investment.
Okay.
So first, that potential return on that risky investment.
Yeah.
It needs to be super high.
Like how high are we talking?
Way higher than just doubling or tripling your money.
Okay.
We're talking about returns that are dozens, hundreds, even thousands
Oh, wow.
of times your initial investment.
Okay. That's a pretty high bar.
It has to be because it's so risky.
Right. Right.
And the second thing, this one's important.
Okay.
You have to be okay with losing all of your money.
Okay.
Imagine you were buying a lottery ticket.
Okay. So just assuming it's probably not going to work out.
Pretty much, yeah.
But hey, maybe it will.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So if you go in with that mindset,
Yeah.
you're more likely to make better decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get so attached to an investment that could totally flop.
That's interesting. We often hear about how logic and reason are important in investing.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like managing our emotions is a big deal too,
Huge, yeah.
especially with risky investments.
Absolutely, because our emotions can really mess with our judgment.
Right.
We might make impulsive decisions that we regret later. Right.
So being aware of those emotional biases, that's key for any investor.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we've covered a lot about compound interest, negative compounding, even that anchoring effect.
Right.
But with all of this talk about wealth and investing, I have to ask,
Yeah.
what does wealthy even mean?
That is a great question.
Is there one definition that everybody agrees on?
What does wealthy mean to you? And what's your reasonable time frame for achieving it?
I love that because it's so personal.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not about some benchmark that society sets for us. It's
Yeah.
about what matters to you as an individual.
Absolutely. Your definition of wealthy might be totally different from mine.
Exactly. And that's perfectly fine.
And the time frame, too.
Yeah.
Right? Some people might be thinking 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might be thinking 20 years.
Right. It's about being realistic about your own situation. Exactly. And that's where this whole getting rich slowly idea becomes really empowering.
I agree.
It's not about settling for less or living a super restricted life.
No, not at all. It's about recognizing that building wealth sustainably
Yeah.
It's a journey.
And it's a journey that you can tailor to your own definition of success.
Exactly. It's about making those consistent, informed choices
Yeah.
that match your long-term goals and enjoying the progress you make along the way.
You know, this actually reminds me of something we talked about earlier.
What's that?
Those seemingly small losses.
Yeah,
How they can have a big impact over time.
absolutely. It's those tiny cracks that can become big problems.
Exactly. It's like we need to be just as careful about minimizing those losses
Right.
as we are about, chasing the huge wins.
I agree. It's all about balance.
Okay, so we're on board with this whole get rich slowly philosophy.
Good.
But how do we not get distracted
Yeah.
by, everything is like instant gratification these days.
It's true.
Right.
It's everywhere.
How do we stay focused on the long game?
Well, I think it comes down to having discipline
Okay.
and really understanding what your goals are.
Yeah.
You have to tune out all the noise,
Mm-hmm.
resist those temptations to jump on every hot investment trend,
Right.
and just stick to your plan.
It's about remembering that compound growth. Even though it's not always flashy or exciting,
Right.
it's super powerful over time.
It really is.
Right.
It's like that slow and steady drip
Yeah.
that eventually fills the bucket.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. And this deep dive has really made me think about the importance of patience
Yeah.
and perspective. It's so easy to compare ourselves to others,
Yeah.
but in the end, our financial journey is our own,
Absolutely. You're on your own path, and
Yeah.
that's something to celebrate.
and it will have its own ups and downs and challenges and wins.
Exactly. And the key here is that slow and steady can be the most rewarding approach.
Yeah, it's about understanding those principles of compound growth, avoiding those negative compounding traps,
Mm-hmm.
and just staying focused on what you want to achieve.
And remember, wealth is about more than just the money you have.
Yeah,
It's about building a life where you're financially secure
yeah,
and you have the freedom to pursue the things that really matter to you.
yeah. Well said, well said. And as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I'm curious about this. So
Mhm.
the source mainly talks about negative compounding with investments.
Right.
But what about other parts of our lives?
That's a great question.
Yeah, like where else do we see this happening?
Yeah, so we've been talking about finances, right?
Yeah.
But what about our health,
Mm-hmm.
our relationships,
Yeah.
our personal growth?
Right.
Like, are there areas in our lives where we might be experiencing that negative compounding without even realizing it?
It really makes you think maybe it's those small negative habits that we do every day,
It could be.
right? Those little cracks in the foundation that we were talking about earlier,
Exactly.
they can really make a difference over time.
They can, yeah.
Right.
It's about recognizing that consistency matters,
Yeah.
not just in our investments, but in everything we do.
And that even small positive actions,
Mm-hmm.
if we do them consistently, they can create a ripple effect
Absolutely.
of positive change.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so as we move on to the next part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
we'll leave you with this thought. Where can you apply these principles
Mm-hmm.
of compound growth and avoid that negative compounding in your own life?
Yeah. Think about that.
Something to really consider.
It is.
Yeah.
It might lead to some really interesting insight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a really interesting thing to think about.
Yeah.
That negative compounding isn't just about our money.
Right. It can affect other areas of our lives, too.
It makes you realize that even those little things we do can make a big difference over time.
It's true. Every choice we make builds on the ones that came before it.
It's like links in a chain,
Yeah, exactly.
which brings us back to this idea of getting rich slowly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a plan for our money.
Right.
It's like a whole way of thinking about life.
It really is a philosophy.
Yeah, and it really goes against that whole I need it now mentality.
Yeah, that instant gratification thing.
Yeah, that we see everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's funny. The source talks about some of the things in our heads
Okay.
that can make it hard to think long term.
Interesting.
Like one of them is this tendency to focus on what we don't have
Yeah.
instead of what we do have.
That's so true. We're always bombarded with messages telling us what we should buy or achieve, or even how we should look.
It's like we're never good enough.
Exactly. And it's easy to get caught up in that cycle of comparing ourselves to others and feeling like we're always coming up short.
And that can lead to some bad financial decisions.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we might feel this pressure to keep up with everyone else.
Yeah, the keeping up with the Joneses thing.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it means spending more than we should.
Right. We're going into debt.
It's like our emotions are working against us.
It happens all the time. We make choices based on fear or envy or just wanting to fit in.
Yeah, instead of making decisions that are actually good for us in the long run.
Exactly.
So how do we break out of that? How do we start feeling more grateful for what we already have?
Practicing mindfulness,
Okay.
being present in the moment, and really appreciating everything we have in our lives.
So like shifting our focus from what we don't have to what we do have.
Exactly.
It's like that saying, comparison is the thief of joy.
It really is.
If we're always looking at what other people have,
Yeah.
we're never going to be happy with what we have.
It's a recipe for unhappiness.
And that can make us feel like we don't have enough,
Exactly.
which can lead us to make even more bad financial decisions.
It's a vicious cycle.
So mindfulness is about breaking that cycle
Exactly.
by appreciating everything we have.
Right. And it's not just about stuff.
Everything.
It's about our relationships, our health,
Yep.
all those good things in our lives.
And when we feel grateful for what we have,
Yeah.
we're less likely to waste money
Exactly.
or take unnecessary risks.
And we're more likely to make choices that are good for us in the long run.
This reminds me of something we talked about earlier.
What's that?
Defining what wealthy means to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about how much money you have.
Right.
It's about having a life that feels rich and fulfilling.
Absolutely. And that's an important thing to remember as we go on this journey of getting rich slowly.
It's not about denying ourselves or anything like that.
No, not at all.
It's about making choices that are good for us and create that feeling of abundance in all areas of our lives.
That's a great way to put it.
It's about finding that balance between enjoying life now and planning for the future.
Exactly.
And that brings us to another important part of getting rich slowly.
What's that?
Patience.
Patience.
It's not always easy, is it?
Not in today's world. Everything is so fast-paced.
Yeah, we expect everything to happen right away.
Instant results.
We want information now. We want to talk to people now.
Instant communication.
We want everything now.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, and that can make it really hard to be patient.
It can, especially when it comes to building wealth.
It's hard not to get discouraged when you don't see results right away.
Especially when you see all those stories about people getting rich quickly.
It makes you wonder, why isn't it happening to me?
Right, but we have to remember that those stories are not the norm.
Okay.
Most people who build wealth do it over a long period of time.
They work hard, they save money.
They invest consistently.
It's like planting a seed and watching it grow.
I love that analogy.
You can't make it grow faster.
You can't rush it.
You have to give it time and take care of it.
Nurture it.
And trust that it will eventually bear fruit.
And that highlights something really important.
Okay.
Focus on the process, not just the outcome.
So instead of constantly checking our investments or comparing ourselves to others, we should just focus on making good financial decisions.
Consistently.
Even if we don't see the results right away.
Exactly. Trust the process.
And know that those small actions will eventually lead to big results.
It's the power of compounding.
That snowball effect.
Exactly.
The longer we let it roll, the bigger it gets.
And the earlier we start, the more time it has to grow.
But it's never too late to start.
Never too late.
Even if we start a little later, we can still get great results.
Absolutely. Consistent investing and a little patience go a long way.
So it's not about trying to time the market or find that one perfect investment.
No.
It's about making smart choices.
Consistently.
Sticking with it.
Yeah.
And letting that compounding do its thing.
That's how you build real wealth.
This has been a really insightful conversation.
It has.
And it's really changed how I think about building wealth.
I'm glad to hear that.
Getting rich slowly, it's not about settling for less.
Not at all.
It's about making good choices, being patient, and sticking with it.
It's a philosophy, a way of life.
And it recognizes that true wealth is about so much more than just money.
Absolutely. It's about building a life that's fulfilling and meaningful.
And having the freedom to do the things that are important to you.
Exactly.
That's a goal worth striving for.
It definitely is.
And it's something that's possible for everyone.
No matter where you're starting from.
So as we move to the last part of our deep dive today,
Okay.
I want to talk about some practical things we can do.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
To make this get rich slowly idea a reality.
Let's get practical.
What are some steps we can take? Yeah, that's a good question. As we move from like the big ideas to like, what can we actually do?
Right, exactly.
We've talked about the getting rich slowly philosophy, but how do we actually, make it happen in our lives?
So I think one of the first things is to kind of rethink how we see spending.
Okay.
Instead of it being like, "Ugh, I have to spend money,"
Yeah, yeah.
we can start to see it as like an investment
Oh, okay.
in our future selves.
So instead of asking ourselves, can I afford this?
Yeah.
We should be asking,
Does this purchase
yeah, that's it.
help me reach
Yeah.
my long-term financial goals?
Right, right. Okay. About this thing called the latte factor,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
which is kind of interesting. It's
Yeah.
like all those little things we buy, like a coffee every day or that subscription we never use,
Right.
they can really add up over time.
It's crazy how much those little things can cost us.
Yeah, it's like each one doesn't seem like a big deal,
Right.
but over time,
Yeah, when you add it all up,
it can really affect our finances.
it really can.
So it's not about never buying anything fun.
No, not at all.
It's just about being aware of those little expenses.
Yeah, making sure they're not stopping us from reaching our goals.
Exactly. And sometimes maybe we can just find a cheaper way to do things.
Right, like making coffee at home instead of buying it every day.
Yeah, or finding a cheaper gym.
Exactly.
Or maybe negotiating a better deal on our cable bill.
There are lots of ways to save money without giving up the things you enjoy.
It's about finding those little ways to save that can add up to big savings,
Exactly. And then you can use that money to reach your goals.
like investing for retirement or paying off debt.
Exactly. Or building an emergency fund.
Right. So it's like our money is working for us.
Yeah. Instead of the other way around.
I like that. And that brings us to another important part of getting rich slowly.
What's that?
Investing.
Investing is key if you want to build wealth over the long term.
But I think a lot of people are intimidated by it.
Yeah, it can seem really complicated.
They might not know where to start.
Right. Or they're afraid of making a mistake.
But the good news is there's a ton of information out there to help us.
There really is.
Learning about different investment options.
Yeah, education is key.
Like understanding how much risk you're comfortable with.
Your risk tolerance.
Right.
How to spread your money across different types of investment.
Diversification.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there are tons of books, articles, even online courses
Yeah.
that can teach you the basics.
And if that seems like too much,
yeah.
you can always talk to a financial advisor.
Right. They can give you personalized advice,
Yeah.
help you figure out a plan that works for you.
It's like having a coach in your corner.
Exactly, helping you make smart decisions.
Okay, so we talked about spending wisely, investing wisely. What else can we do to make this get rich slowly thing work?
Another big thing is managing debt.
Debt, yeah.
Especially high interest debt like credit cards.
That can really eat into our finances.
It's like that negative compounding we talked about.
Yeah, the longer you have it, the worse it gets.
Exactly. So it's really important to pay down that debt as fast as you can.
And that might mean making a budget.
Yeah, or trying to get a lower interest rate.
Maybe even consolidating your debt.
Right, there are a lot of options.
And if you don't have a lot of extra money each month, you can always try the snowball method.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You focus on paying off your smallest debt first.
Right, then you use that money to pay off the next smallest one.
And so on and so on.
It's a great way to stay motivated.
It's like you get a little win each time you pay off a debt.
Exactly, and that can keep you going.
So we've covered a lot today.
We have.
From the big ideas of getting rich slowly to some actual steps we can take.
Practical tips.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, what are some of the most important things for our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest thing is to remember that building wealth takes time.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. There's no quick fix.
It's about being consistent, being patient, and making smart choices.
And it's about having the right mindset.
Yeah, focusing on what we have
Being grateful.
and feeling content.
When we do that, we're more likely to make good financial decisions.
And build a life that feels truly wealthy.
In every sense of the word.
This has been a great conversation.
I agree.
I feel really inspired to put these ideas into practice.
That's great to hear. And remember, everyone can do this.
No matter where you're starting from.
Exactly. And you don't have to do it alone.
There are so many resources out there to help us.
Books, courses, financial advisors.
So keep learning.
Keep growing.
And remember, even small steps can lead to big results over time.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
We hope you learned something new and feel empowered to start building your own wealth.
And until next time, keep those minds curious and those investments growing.